Hey guys, my name is Rita and welcome to my channel. Boy, do I have to tell you, the last few week and a half has been a struggle for me. So I went with my boyfriend to a concert in another city. We went to see James Arthur, in case you didn't see my shorts, and it was awesome because he's my favorite artist, and it was definitely like a small dream come true. The problem started when I was already feeling like a little bit under the weather when I got there. Then we had a busy day. We left a little late. By the time we did leave, it was pouring rain and his car broke down. The battery was completely dead. I think it was the timing belt that broke. I'm not sure if I'm saying correctly. Anyway, we were stranded on the side of the road for like an hour. Most of that was spent on the pouring rain, waiting for the tow truck guy to pick up the car. We got to the concert with a minute to spare, so I was very happy that we made it. And I knew every one of his songs, so of course I sang them all. Problem is, I'm pretty sure that all those things combined just completely wrecked me. And then we get to Monday. Hell broke loose. I no longer had a voice. I've been like this for a week and a half and it's still not gone. But I really want to get these videos up for you guys, so I am going to push through. So I do apologize for my voice. This is not normally what I sound like. Please just bear with me through these next few videos. Also, I do apologize for the state of my nails because as you can see, I have one hand done, but I didn't have the energy to do the other hand. So without further ado, let's start the video. So today we are unboxing and doing a look with the W7 Beauty Bites 12-day advent calendar. This is what the packaging looks like. As you can see, it comes in an outer box and it is a little wheel. Once I take it out of this, I'm gonna have to be really careful because it's not secure on anything. On the outside, it shows us everything that's in the calendar, but I'm not gonna spoil this for you, and I'm not gonna spoil it for myself either because I didn't want to look. I can't remember how much this was. I'm pretty sure it was like 19 euros or something like that. And supposedly there's 12 treats for us waiting on the inside, so let's unbox it. Here's what it looks like when it's out of the box. Honestly, I have no idea how this thing is holding because as you can see, it only has like a small strip of cardboard just around it. As you can see, like both sides are hollow. And then this piece of thread is meant to hold it together, but I have a feeling that this is gonna fall really fast. Like the minute I take out the first one, the other ones have no chance. We'll see, I'll be praying for a miracle, but aesthetically, I think the design is actually really pretty, and you know, most people would probably not keep it in this little cord like this hanging somewhere. Most people would probably just like lay it down. So hopefully it's gonna be fine and nothing breaks. I'm leaving it in the background here because I literally don't have any more space for it. Okay, this is actually so much cooler than I thought because like it actually opens. I was not expecting that. In fact, I don't think you're supposed to take these out at all. I think they're glued on here. You're supposed to just like open one of the days and then take the stuff out. But this like literally, I can't even show you, but it literally just like opens. Like so. It is just, I mean, I've never seen a design like this, I'll be honest. I bought this one originally because I know that most people that are just like starting into makeup don't really want to spend that much money. So I think this is the cheapest advent calendar we're gonna be unboxing, and I'm gonna like start to increase as we go. And I've never tried any W7 makeup, but I've heard good things, mostly from dupes. Since I can't take out the boxes, I'm just gonna like have to pull it out every time. Let's start with day number 1. So on day number 1, we have the More Lashes Lengthening Mascara. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a dupe for the Benefit Roller Lash. I particularly haven't tried that one. I've tried most of them, but the Roller Lash somehow just never really interests me. However, I know that Benefit Cosmetics mascaras are usually good. I don't know how this compares, but we'll see if this one is also good. I don't know how much product is on here, but apparently this has a 6-month shelf life, which for a small mascara, if you don't have a big collection of mascaras, which I am starting to get one, you'll most likely use it up before then. And actually, I know that the recommendation is to throw mascaras out after 3 months because of bacteria. I don't do that. I should do that. It feels like a waste to me when you buy the big tubes of mascara, but you literally can't use it up in 3 months because it's a lot of product. So yeah, I'm fine with this, and if it's a good one, I'll be using it. Day number 2. On this day, we have something called Lotus Lake, which I have no idea what what this is yet because I haven't opened it. The packaging is cute. Okay, so this is actually a mini blush. I really like the color of it. It actually reminds me a little bit of the NARS Orgasm. Again, this doesn't say how much product is in here, but it has an 18-month shelf life, so that's more than some blushes. I would say that if you were just using this tiny little thing every day, you could definitely finish it. Here's a little swatch for you. Yeah, to me, it's pretty. It's coral leaning, but it's still a bit neutral. And the shine that it has in the pan doesn't really come through for me. I don't see any glitter specks, but it is a pretty blush color. I'm excited to use it. Day number 3. So this one doesn't have a name, at least on the packaging, but I assume it's an eyeliner. Yeah, this is just like your standard, I would say, pretty black eyeliner. It's in its sponge tip, which I definitely don't like. I prefer a brush tip because sponge tips are usually stiffer and harder to work with, but we'll see how this works. I don't have that much highlight space for eyeliner, so I'm always super picky about the eyeliners that I choose to use, but hopefully this one's good. Day number 4. Oh, okay. At first, I felt the texture of this and I really got scared for a second. As if I don't do my makeup with a sponge every day. So this is just like a standard sponge, and actually it is a lot smaller than normal sponges. I would say this is more like a mini sponge. So this is a brand new beauty blender that has never been used. This is the Beauty Blender one and this is the W7 one. So as you can see, it's like a third smaller than normal. I've already done my foundation, so I can't use this unless there's a cream product in here that I can use. Because I'm curious to see how much this expands, because it kind of feels quite dense in comparison to a normal beauty blender. If you've used them, this one is much softer. This one feels a little bit denser, not too dense, not the densest sponge I've ever used. Day number 5. So this is something that's called Very Vegan, and I'm assuming that this is a lip gloss. Yeah, this is just like a normal lip gloss. The doe foot is a standard one. And it is very mini. It seems to only have like a third of the product of normal lip glosses. When I say normal, I say full size. Here is a swatch for you. Here's a swatch of it. It is a very weird consistency, so much so that I had to like wait a little bit to see if it would dry because it goes on like a liquid lipstick would, not a lip gloss. I don't know, it's very hard to explain this, but you know how you're first applying a liquid lipstick and then it dries? It kind of feels like this, except it's not drying. Most of the lip glosses that I use have a different consistency to this, so I was not expecting it, but I'm sure it's fine. Day number 6. This is a very, very little mini lipstick. It's called Lippy Chic and it's in the shade Back Chat. I would say this is more of a vibrant plum shade. It is pretty, not what I typically go for, but these are actually good to put in your purse because I don't know about you, but whenever I go out wearing makeup, I always take my lipstick with me. And when it's full size, it does take a lot of space in your purse. And also, if you lose it, at least when I lose them, I get really sad. So this way, if you lose them, it's just a tiny little thing. You could probably repurchase it. No harm done. And this is actually the first product that tells us how much is in here. It is 1.5 mil, probably about a month's worth. Day number 7. So this is the Honolulu Sunrays Bronzer. I don't know about this color, but here's the thing, right? With color products such as foundation, base, concealer, bronzer, blush, it is hard to cater to every single skin tone because people's skin tones are different. In this calendar, because it's including powder products, it definitely seems to be leaning more towards light to medium skin tones, which leaves a lot of people out, and I don't totally agree with that. The other lipstick stained my arm, but it felt very soft and smooth, so it doesn't seem like a bad formula at all, and I'm excited to try it. But then again, like, I'm pretty pale, right? This, I don't know, it kind of seems too dark for me, but we will find out. I'm gonna be doing a full face with this, and I gotta make it work. Day number 8. Well, I just injured myself opening this. I'm glad I'm not using the manicured hand to open it. I'm pretty sure I would have broken the nail. So this is the W7 Afterglow. This has like 4 different tones of highlighter. Unless you're someone that has the patience to kind of dig through the 4 tones to like pick this one or this one or this one, you're probably just gonna mix them together like I'm just about to do. And once you do, the pen starts looking like this. I mean, when swatched, it is kind of a dark color for me, so I will have to, for the sake of the full face, dig through the lighter shades, because otherwise this is not gonna work for me. But hey, this means that it works for people with deeper complexions, which is what we want to see. To clean this, you just have to wipe out the top layer and it's fine to use again separately. Day number 9. So here we have a clear lip gloss. This one definitely is a standard lip gloss consistency that I'm used to putting on my lips. I hope we'll get some eyeshadow because otherwise I have no idea what I'm gonna do for my eyes. There's 3 days to go, so hopefully there's an eyeshadow somewhere. Day number 10. This nail is struggling. We have another mini Lippy Chic lipstick, and this one is in the shade Banter. This one is a brownie nude and much more my speed for every day. Here's a very poorly done swatch. I actually really love the color of this. Day number 11, still praying for an eyeshadow here. Give me a single shadow, give me a quad, a trio, just something. This is the All-Rounder. This is the All-Rounder color pencil in the shade Candy Apple. And it's in a dark red shade, which doesn't match any lipstick that we got. Here it is before I completely wreck it. And here's a swatch. I mean, it did swatch quite creamy. I don't know how it will work on the lips, but like, it doesn't match anything that we got so far. I guess you could just line your whole lips and then apply like a clear gloss on top just to make sure that it doesn't dry them out. But I'll be honest, when I get a lip pencil of any kind, I expect a matching lipstick. Unless that's what we're getting on day 12. Which, if not for eyeshadow, it better be a matching lipstick. Okay, day number 12, last day, do not disappoint me. And I'm disappointed. Here's the thing, this is not the most useless thing in the world. I've seen advent calendars like Sephora and much higher end than this give you like a very small nail file that does not file anything, or a mirror, compact that you can't really throw in your purse because it'll break. So many things that they give you that they're not necessarily usable. This, I would say that it is usable. Problem is that this is the last day and what you're giving me is a scrunchie instead of an eyeshadow palette or a matching red lipstick, which is what I expected. It's not a bad day because this has use. I don't have many scrunchies because I tend to lose them all, and this one is actually sparkly, which makes it better, and I will keep it and I will use it because I think it's pretty, but like the last day, W7, really. Anyway, here's the scrunchie up close just so you can see it. It has a bunch of gems running through it. And they're definitely well glued in there because they haven't popped out yet. And I have stretched it a lot, like it does stretches like a ton. And the glitters haven't fallen. So I'm very impressed by that. It also has a W7 label, so okay, it's branded. They didn't just get this off Alibaba or other wholesale places and just like got it on with. But yeah, that is it for the unboxing. Please let me know what you guys thought of this calendar. To be honest, for a 18, 19, however much it was, it's not a bad calendar. I mean, you're getting mini. There aren't any useless days besides the scrunchy, disappointing 12th day one. You can't do a full face because there's no eyeshadow and also no eyebrow products. If you're on a budget, you just want a calendar to unbox, you don't have a lot of makeup, you're just starting out, I think this one is a good option. But before I can truly recommend it to you, we need to see how everything performs. So let's jump into creating a look with everything. Since there are no eyeshadows, I'm first going in with Honolulu bronzer, very sparingly with my ridiculously fluffy brush. That's way too big for this. Kicking it back a lot. I'm really scared, but let's do this. Trying to add it very lightly. Oh my god, that's orange. No. At first I wasn't sure if I was seeing it, but I am, and it is very, very orange. Here's the side-by-side comparison. This side doesn't have any bronzer. Like, it is quite orange, and I'm afraid that if I add any more, it's gonna be really dark. So I think I'll leave it and just apply it everywhere else. Adding a little bit on the nose, because why not? I remember in the last video that I said that my nose has never been that orange. I stand corrected. My nose has never been this orange right now. But at least it matches. Just using the brush that I use for powder to try and see if it can tone it down, but I don't expect any miracles. That's all for the bronzer. Next up, I'm trying the Lotus Lake blush. This one has a lot of kickback. Gonna apply it on this area right here. It's not really showing up that much, probably because I kicked most of it off. Gonna take some more. It does show up a bit more this way, but it's kind of blending in with the oranginess of the bronzer. It is pretty though. Gonna add the tiniest bit on my nose. I'm surprised I've made it this far and my throat hasn't hurt. I definitely am getting better things. So this is the blush done. I definitely don't hate it. I just wish that the bronzer was a little less orange so everything could tie a little bit better together. Next up, I'm using the highlighter and I'm gonna be focusing on this white shade right here. And it's gonna pick up the shade underneath, sure, but not the darker ones, hopefully. I'm adding it on the highlight points of my cheek. It definitely gives off a pretty glow. It's very noticeable, but a little bit powdery. It's emphasizing my texture, but it's nothing too serious. A little bit on the nose. Yeah, you know what? So far the makeup isn't bad. I'm just quickly going to add a little bit of the blush through my crease, just so there's something there. For something that's not an eyeshadow, it's not terrible. Next up, we're trying the eyeliner. I'm actually quite scared because this seems like a very runny formula. Yeah, it is quite runny, but it is actually drying very fast. Because I don't have a lot of lid space, this can go wrong really fast. So I'm gonna try my best to be patient and not rush it, because otherwise things are gonna go south. So this is the final wing on one side, and honestly, I like the formula. I just hate the applicator, like I said. I much prefer a brush one because it gives me more control. The sponge tip does the job. It's probably cheaper to make, which is why most of the cheaper brands tend to just use a brush tip instead. But like I said, for me, I have hooded eyes. I need precision to make sure that the wing doesn't look too bad. This just doesn't give me it, which is so sad because if this had a good brush, I would definitely use it up. It's jet black, doesn't seem to smudge once it's set or crack. Just, it doesn't do anything other than set in place. I'm just gonna match the other eye and we'll move on. Here's the other eye done. They're definitely cousins, not sisters. And on this eye, on the inner corner, it definitely spread a little bit more over where I put it. This eye was watering, usually is my worst eye, and some eyeliners do tend to do that once they're in contact with water. So I can't totally fault this because it's not its fault that my eyes were watering. So all in all, do I recommend this? Yes. If you don't mind a sponge tip, you don't have that much money, and you want an eyeliner that dries quickly but is still quite liquid and the formula is quite enjoyable to use. Moving on to the mascara. Here's a doe foot of it. It's not as fluffy as it is spiky, so this is definitely more for lengthening, like they say. Let's give it a go. So here's the first coat. I'll go back for a second layer, but for now, it's not doing that much. Maybe on the bottom lashes more than the top, which I find strange. This is it with 2 coats on the top and 1 on the bottom, and I'm gonna stop here. Honestly, this isn't bad. If you have a lot of volume in your lashes, you don't have a lot of length. If you just want length, no volume, this is awesome for you. But unfortunately, my lashes are truly sad, so they need both. And this does not give me that much volume. And on the bottom, it made my lashes look very strangely long. Some of them especially, so I don't love that. Next time, if I use this, which I think I will because I like the look of the top lashes, I won't do this on the bottom, just on the top, because on the bottom, it just looks like spider legs to me. Here's a mascara on both eyes. I poked my eye on this side with the bristles, so the mascara went everywhere. It looks much better on this side, on the bottom though. I like it. And now let's move on to the lips, which is the final part. So we have a lot of lip products, but I think I'm just gonna go simple and use these 2. I wish I could have used the red. My lips are very crusty. I don't think the lip pencil plus gloss combo would work. At least I can give this one a try. So my application wasn't the best. It would have been a lot better with the lip liner, but color-wise, I love this color. It applied very quickly once it warmed up, very smoothly. It does budge, so keep that in mind, because it's not a liquid lipstick that dries, but I do like how it looks like on the lips. And finally, let's add a little bit of the gloss. So I don't know if they make this gloss in a full size. The mini version, the doe foot, took a long time. I had to dip like 5 times to get enough product on the lips. So it really doesn't hold that much product, and I had to keep wiping it on the back of my hand because my biggest pet peeve is to dunk a colored lip product into a clear lip gloss because it usually turns into some shade that isn't clear. So I had to keep wiping it, but I got it there. Formula-wise, it's not sticky. It feels more like an oil rather than a gloss, but it's the right consistency, the right thickness. I do enjoy it. So yeah, not a bad product at all. And this is the final look. Alright you guys, that is it for this video. I'm gonna go make dinner because I'm hungry as hell. Overall, I really did enjoy this calendar. It did make me excited even though there wasn't any eyeshadow, which that's the only thing that I hate about this. I know it's a cheap product, you can't really put that many flaws on it. Next year, W7, please just like give us some kind of eyeshadow, even a single eyeshadow I'd be happy with. As for you guys, I hope you liked the unboxing. If you did enjoy this video, if you did like this calendar, please let me know because I will do it again next year. It was really fun. And more will be coming very soon because I have a pile that I need to get rid of. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!